Welcome to the City of Bakersfield Planning Commission meeting. This television broadcast is made available through cooperation with the local cable companies, the County of Kern, and the City of Bakersfield. The Planning Commission meets on the first and third Thursdays of each month. You can watch the rebroadcast of this meeting Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 10 a.m. The planning meeting agenda is posted on the city's website at www.bakersfieldcity.us. Presiding over today's meeting, Chair Larry Coman.
So, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to call to order the February 18th, 2021 Planning Commission meeting. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Coman.
Here.
Commissioner Rudnick. Commissioner Bell.
Here.
Commissioner Bowers. Commissioner Cater.
Here.
Commissioner Lomas.
Here.
Commissioner Wade.
Here. Thank you. On March 4th, 2020, Governor Newsom declared a state of emergency in California due to the threat of COVID-19. The governor also passed several executive orders related to social distancing, shelter-at-home practices, and included the suspension of some components of the Brown Act related to public meetings like this one. At this point, we do not have any commissioners that are going to be participating by phone. All commissioners are here except for the two that are absent. In addition, due to the recent surge of COVID-19 and based on guidance from the California Governor's Office, the Department of Public Health, as well as the County Health Officer, the City of Bakersfield has limited this meeting to the general public. As such, only those interested in making a comment during consent and non-consent public hearing items will be allowed to do so. The public may stream a live view of this meeting by going to the website listed on the agenda or by watching it on your local government channel. Madam Clerk, next item, please. This is the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Item number 3, public statements.
Thank you. As stated previously, the recent COVID-19 surge and the governor's executive orders have waived certain provisions of the Brown Act requiring physical presence. Public comments have been encouraged to be made by email and phone call to the Development Services Department, Planning Division. Those received in such manner have been provided to the commissioners and will be made part of the official record of tonight's meetings. As such, there will not be any in-person public statements tonight. At this time, we are in receipt of a letter from the County Board of Supervisors regarding a previous agenda item regarding the site plan review we conducted at our last meeting. And so I'm going to give this to the clerk to have read into the record and then forwarded to staff to be submitted to the City Council with our recommendations. Madam Clerk, would you please read this into the record?
This letter is from the Board of Supervisors dated February 9th, 2021. Regarding support for proposed new Veterans Affairs clinic site in Northwest Bakersfield. Chairman Coman, I am writing on behalf of the Kern County Board of Supervisors to voice our support for the proposed new VA clinic site in Northwest Bakersfield. Our veterans who call Kern County home have given their all to serve our nation. Now is the time we recognize their service with a new state-of-the-art Veterans Clinic they were promised and deserve. Congress authorized a new VA clinic in 2010, yet our veterans have had to wait for the new facility due to ongoing procedural delays. Our board opposes the recent mitigated negative declaration appeal and the site plan review appeal filed by the legal team representing the existing clinic operator. The new site has undergone a proper review by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs and local planning authorities. Furthermore, our local veterans will be well served by the new site for its easy highway access and nearby emergency response capabilities. The new clinic is designed to enhance patient convenience, safety, and most importantly, provide a healing environment that is in conformance with the VA's mission to provide quality care to veterans. For these reasons, we are proud to support the new VA clinic site and vehemently oppose any further delays. Sincerely, Philip Peters, Chairman, Kern County Board of Supervisors.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Next item, please.
Consent items, item number 4.
Thank you. All matters listed under the consent items do not require a public hearing and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of said items unless staff or a commissioner requests specific items be discussed and are removed for separate action. May I have a motion approving the consent calendar items?
I'll make a motion.
Commissioner Cater? May I have a second, please?
I'll second.
And Commissioner Bell, second. Madam Clerk, please conduct a roll call vote.
Commissioner Coleman,
Yes.
Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Cater,
Yes.
Commissioner Lomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Wade.
Yes.
Motion passes with Commissioner Rednick and Bowers absent.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Item number 5, consent public hearings,
Thank you.
5A through 5C.
I'm sorry for stepping on you. Thank you very much. And now is the time for consent public hearing items. If the item is not removed by a commissioner, staff, or a member of the public, the commission will vote on all items in one motion without further comment. If an item is removed, it will be placed at the end of the non-consent public hearing items. At this time, I will open all of the consent public hearing items. Does any commissioner or staff wish to remove a consent public hearing item?
Chair Coleman, I would just like to note that item 5A is a request for a continuance to March 4th.
Okay. At this time, the consent public hearing items not removed are now closed. May I get a motion to adopt staff's recommendation on consent public hearing items not removed, incorporating all staff memoranda and revised staff recommendations?
I'll make that motion to approve staff recommendation.
That was Commissioner Wade,
And I'll second.
and that was Commissioner Lomas. Madam Clerk, please conduct a roll call vote.
Commissioner Coleman,
Yes.
Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Cater,
Yes.
Commissioner Lomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Wade.
Yes.
Madam Chair, Madam Clerk, did it pass?
Motion passes with Commissioner Rednick and Bowers absent.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item number 6, non-consent public hearings.
Thank you. Now is the time for non-consent public hearing items. Before we begin, I want to explain how each hearing will be conducted. Staff will first give a report, then those in favor of the project will be allowed to speak. Those in opposition to the project will be able to speak after all those in favor have spoken. Each side will be given 5 minutes to provide rebuttal comments. Individual speakers may ask questions during their statements, but the questions will not be answered until the public hearing on that item is closed. Written comments may be given to the clerk, who will provide copies to the commission. Please be respectful of others participating in the hearing by not repeating the remarks of previous speakers and presenting any new comments or thoughts in a concise and clear way. Mr. Johnson, would you please provide us with your staff report for item 6A?
Thank you, Chair Coleman. Good evening, Commissioners. This item is a zone change. The project site is located in the northeast corner of Berkshire Road and Stein Road. The zoning is exclusive PUD, or planned unit development, and although this is a zone change, the exclusiveness of this PUD zone, when there's development proposed, is called a zone change. We're not actually changing the zoning. What you're approving is the development plan. The planned unit development zone, as a little reminder, it allows for innovative design and diversification in the relationship of various buildings, structures, and lot sizes and open space. This zone is not to be used to restrict residential development. As proposed, there will be 72 dwelling units, and those will be spread among 4 two-story buildings and one one-story building, and they'll range from 1 to 3 bedrooms. There is another one-story community building that will have offices, lounge, computer room, laundry services. Some of the amenities include, this will be a gated site. There'll be an on-site manager. There's a bocce area, basketball area, community garden, child playground, and after-school programs would also be offered. Landscaping on this site, just to show if you've been out that way, there are some mature eucalyptus trees along the north and the east boundary. Those will remain. They will be trimmed back, but they will remain. And where there are spaces in between, that would be filled in with additional trees. There was part of the public notification. There was an applicant-initiated public outreach. The applicant is in the audience and can describe the outcome of that meeting. And we also received 38 email form letters from the Southwest Regional Council of Carpenters. Those were individual emails that came, and those were provided to your commission this afternoon. There are 3 findings that must be made for approval. One is that the development is consistent with the general plan and objectives of the zoning ordinance. The development offers a sustained desirability and stability and complements the character of the surrounding neighborhood. And number 3, that the development integrates elements such as location of structures, open space, landscaping, and other amenities for the common use of persons occupying or utilizing the site. Staff believes those findings can be made and therefore recommends that your commission approve the zone change number 20-0250 and recommend the same to City Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. The public hearing on this item is now open. Is there anyone who wishes to speak in favor of the project? If so, please step to the microphone, identify yourself, and proceed. And sir, because of the mask, will you please spell your last name for the clerk?
Sure. My name is David Davis, D-A-V-I-S, and I work for Chelsea Investment, and we're excited to be back in Bakersfield with another project. We have built 3 previous projects. Chelsea's been around for about 30 years, and we look forward to working. I want to thank staff and Ryder and Cassandra for doing a great job and helping me through the process. And we look forward to building a great project. I think John Paul covered most of the details I wanted to talk about, but we will have on-site amenities and after-school programs, and it's a good-looking project. I'm really excited about building it. So I'm here to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor of the project? If so, please step to the microphone, identify yourself, and proceed. Seeing no one, is there anyone who wishes to speak in opposition to the project? If so, please step to the microphone, identify yourself, and proceed. Seeing none, does any commissioner have any questions for the public on this item? Remember, this is not the time to express any opinions on the matter. It is only time to ask questions. Okay, seeing none. Guess we don't have to do a rebuttal because there's been no opposition. I will now close the public hearing on this item and return it to the commission for comment and action. Commissioner Wade.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Davis, would you mind coming up to answer a question for me? Thank you. I know that there was some concern voiced about the way the coverage on and the perimeter of the property, the screening with the trees. Would you mind just talking just for a sec about what's been done to alleviate neighborhood concerns?
The question was the screening along the street?
No, not along the street, backing up to the houses.
Oh, the area. Okay, I went out back today, and I visited the site before, and I went back out today, and there's a lot of eucalyptus trees. I mean, there's like 50 of them altogether, but I think some of the smaller ones can be taken out. Some of them are kind of overgrown, and they do have a tendency to fall during large winds, so we want to clean them up, top them, so they look nice, they're maintained for safety reasons. And then there's some spaces in between those trees, maybe 25, 30 feet, that we can put mid-sized trees that'll grow 15 to 25 foot high. And so that'll block, those areas. So what they'll see what the residents will see is, first of all, they'll have a block wall along the east side and the north side, 6 foot. They're going to see the eucalyptus trees cleaned up, and then they'll see all the vacant areas in between the eucalyptus trees. They'll see some evergreens. And along Stein Road, for example, there's existing pine trees. We could use those. And I think Paul showed you 3 other examples that we could put in there. But I'm thinking too, as we develop those final landscape plans, I want to meet with those neighbors. I like to really stand in their backyard and get a feel for, make sure that their privacy is protected. So, okay. And the project itself, I will say, was designed to put the homes in the southwest corner and get them as far away from the existing residents that we could. The only 2-story deck would be off of Berkshire. There's just one building that would possibly, the 4th building on the right, that's the only one that would have a deck looking to the east. The other buildings to the north of that are single story, so you can't see anything from this height. So I was really, when I did this design, I was really cognizant of the fact that we have some existing residents and we want to protect their privacy.
Good. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'd like to state that we received all of these letters from, looks like the Carpenters Union, and I'm sure we have some wonderful apprentice carpenters that deserve some work here in Bakersfield. However, I don't think it'd be appropriate to impinge on the property rights of the owner for the sake of labor. So certainly I'm in favor of this project.
Any other commissioners would like to comment? Commissioner Wade, would you like to make a motion?
I'm happy to. Motion to approve staff's recommendation.
May I have a second, please?
I'll make a second.
Commissioner Cater, second. Madam Clerk, may I please have a roll call vote?
Commissioner Komen,
Yes.
Commissioner Bell,
Yes.
Commissioner Cater,
Yes.
Commissioner Lomas,
Yes.
Commissioner Wade.
Yes.
Motion passes with Commissioner Rudnick and Bowers absent.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Agenda item 7, communications.
Mr. Johnson, do you have any communications?
I would like to note there will be 2 meetings in March, March 4th, March 18th, and again, no meetings in April.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Agenda item 8, commission comments.
If any commissioners have any comments, I know Mr. Cater had asked to speak earlier. Did we just?
I'm okay. Thank
All
you.
right,
Yep.
thank you. Any other commissioners like to make a comment? Seeing none, next item, please.
Agenda item 9, adjournment.
I'll consider this meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Time.